Hello my minions, this is Master Crusader and I'm going to be talking about my mob tower from Skyblock today. I had a guy ask me on YouTube if I could describe how I built it, and I figured I'd do that today. So I'm going to do it in two steps. I'm going to do the grinder part at the bottom, how they actually get burned and chewed up, and then at the next video will be the actual spawning floors and how it functions. Now, in order to build this, there's a couple rules because we built it on Skyblock. If we have a working cobblestone generator, then we have an unlimited cobblestone. So I'm building it in creative mode with cobblestone. Also, we have an unlimited amount of water, so I can put as much water down as I need in order to build this thing. Now, the limiting factor is lava. We only have one cube, and we have to make it work, and that's what we'll do. So, video one will talk about this video. We'll talk about the grinder at the bottom. Video 2 we'll talk about the spawning floors, and video 3 we'll talk about how we get it all to function with one block of lava. So for my demo purposes today, I'll use 4 blocks actually. So one thing we do have to realize is that water flows 8 blocks. Okay, and that's how it always is. It always flows 8 blocks from where it drops, and that's how it works. Lava is a little bit different, and we actually have to do something in the bottom of our spawning floor to make it work properly, but it can flow 3 from the source block, or sometimes it glitches out and flows 4. So we'll take that into consideration. All right. So over here, I've got, for convenience, these holes. These are where the lava will fall from the top of our tower that we build. So we're going to build our spawning floor in the center of this. Now what you want to do is you want a 4x4 square tower in the center of this. So we're going to go ahead and build this, and for ease of use, I'm going to go ahead and use single player commands to expand 10 up. There, I built it. The reason I do that is because we need to have a tower, and I'm going to go ahead and build these things right here. It's the lava, when we flow down from the top, is going to flow from it through holes that are exactly like this. So I'm going to go ahead and prep those holes right now. So you'll just bear with me a second, and we'll get this figured out, because we need to know where these holes are going to be so that we can build our grinder. So it'll always be these 4 corners. As you can see, it's going to be at the corner of our 4x4. Let's go ahead and put that right. Whoops. Fly mode is just interesting for me. Alright, and one more. Now for our purposes in this video, I'm going to go ahead and just put real lava into those, all 4 of them, and then when we build the spawning floors, I'll show you how to build it without worry about that. So okay, so we start with the spawn floor. Now what this is, we'll go ahead and kill these because the goods are going to come underneath. So the floor, actually, we're going to knock those out, and the floor is going to come from the second block, and we want to build this out 3 from the wall, so it lines up with the back wall, and we want that to drop through. So we will actually build it like that, so that the water flows down, and let's go ahead and put a frame around it. Y'all with me still? We're going to put a fence there, or a ladder there, a ladder there, a a ladder there, and a ladder there. And the reason is this will keep our lava from flowing into our water and killing it. All right. So the way it works is put 2 blocks of water in this corner, and that flows over here, and it is stopped by these fences. So in order to keep that flowing, we put 2 more blocks underneath, and that flows out the other side, and it's actually going to flow down my little holes that I built. But when we block those in, we need to block them out 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll 1, 2, 3, and we kill that, and now it comes right here. We can even knock these out, and then this is where your pickup zone will be. So that's the water portion of it. The lava portion of it is very similar. Since it drops down from this corner, what we need to do is we need to have it flow around these 2 blocks. So we want to put 2 blocks there, and then we need to build a frame to catch the lava. So it'll come out like this and flow around the corner just like that. So 1, and actually if we want to do this correctly, we have to go 2 up, because in order to get the lava to make it over there, you have to have it 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. 1, 2, oops, 2, and then connect it over to this edge, and again continue all the way over. I'm going to take off fly mode for a second. So it should look, your trough that you build should look like that. It comes around the corner on both sides. Okay, and we're actually gonna go ahead and leave it like that. I actually had it up a lot higher in my other one, but I think this will function just fine. Now, in order to get it to flow right into this bucket, we're gonna go ahead and put that there. We're gonna block 1 there and 1 there. All right, so it looks like this. The trough comes around, and then we can knock that out and knock that out, and then let this lava flow down, and it'll go into this trough. You'll watch, and it'll flow down and around, and it'll flow into this little cavity of 2 that we've built. All right, and that is our grinder. The reason, let's go into the grinder. Let's pretend we're a mob. Mobs, when they fall down here, they get swept over here, and mobs automatically swim. So they're going to want to swim, and they're actually going to swim up. So in order to make this, to finish this grinder, we need 2 blocks, 1 right there and 1 right there. Because the mobs will come over here, they'll swim up, and they'll hit the lava, and then they'll die. And that is the grinder portion of this grinder. The reason we put these in, I'm going to go ahead and stop this water. The reason we put these ladders in is because, like I said, lava can either flow 3 or it can flow 4. And let me go ahead and jump up here. If I knock this ladder out, it'll flow an extra 1, because it's thinking, I'm going to flow 4 today instead of I'm going to flow 3. So you do need those side ladders in there, or else it'll act all funny and everything. And now we can just get rid of that lava, knock it out, put our 2 blocks of water there, and that is it. That is the grinder for our spawn tower. It doesn't have to be a tower. I'd do it as a tower because I like if I do this, if I knock out these 2 as well, because that's how it's actually going to function. Whoops, I don't want that. Alright, if I do this, and that actually flows all the way around. I like how from the top of the tower, the lava flows down. And on my other tower, I've got these redirected, but they don't need to be. So, as you can see, this is very similar to the way that my tower was before. So that's the grinder. Next video, we'll talk about building the spawning floors and how they function, and how to either, 1, let Endermen spawn, and that'll allow them to spawn outside and allow you to kill them manually, because this grinder does not kill Endermen. And we'll show you how to edit it so that it works better. No. We'll just worry about that. spawning floors will be next video. And then after that will be cobblestone generators, and finally a fix that I'll talk about later. So thanks. This is Master Crusader signing off. I hope you've enjoyed this, and look back next week, next Tuesday, I think I'll have another video for the spawning floors. We'll see you later. Cheers.